What's going on, guys? You all here. Welcome to Confabulate, the podcast where you talk about anything and everything. I'm your host, Yuel Sanchez. Thank you so much for stopping by. All right, it's been a minute. This is my first episode this year. School is crazy. This is my last semester. I'm graduating pretty soon, so I am just super busy and just jam-packed with everything, but I'm still trying to finish up this season. And so I got to record with Joel. This is the first time I've seen him in 4 years. The last time he came on my podcast was 4 years ago. Time just flies, but I genuinely enjoy this episode so much. It was nice to see my twin again. And he has a show coming up this weekend, actually, March 21st, 148 Main Street in Soledad, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., $10 a person. I'll put the info down below. Go check it out. You're not going to want to miss it. He's such a gifted singer, such an incredible performer. He's always been so talented, so gifted. Since he was very young, he's always sung his heart out, and he's so great. Thank you, Joel, for coming on. I appreciate it. And thank you for always supporting me throughout all these years. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys dig the episode. We got to talk about music and catch up, and it's really great. And hope you like it. All right.
Podcast.
Since the beginning, too.
Yeah.
The first one was 5 years ago.
5 years ago?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
5 years. Our last one was 3 years ago.
Damn.
In 2022.
Wow.
That's time just fucking flies.
Crazy, dude.
Time flies. I don't even know where the time's going.
I know. It's insane. Yeah. I think as I got older, that's something I realized, time is such a valuable asset.
Mm-hmm.
And you just, you're in school or in high school or whatever, and you don't care about shit. You just fucking do whatever. But now as an adult,
everything matters more.
Everything matters even more.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's something that they don't prepare you for.
Oh hell no! You
you
gotta find that shit
figure it out
on your own.
Figure it out. Yeah.
You gotta fail on your own. You gotta make mistakes on your own,
Mm-hmm.
and you start prioritizing stuff for you instead of people doing it for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what the main thing I've learned throughout these past couple of years is
Mm-hmm.
it's just kind of me.
Yeah.
I'm in control.
Yeah.
If I fuck up, it's on me. If I do good, it's on me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have little siblings, right? Or you have a little?
I have two younger sisters and an older sister. Yes.
How old are they?
My older sister is 26.
Okay.
The second youngest is 18, 19, 18. Don't kill me. I don't know. And then the youngest one is 17.
Damn.
So yeah, they're.
Yeah, that's what I realized with little siblings. Cause Samira, she just graduated high school. She's gonna turn 19, and then Aaliyah, she's still in middle school. She's 12, and I don't know. Time flies when you have little siblings.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have a little nephew right now, and that seeing him grow up is just
going through the same stuff that we went through.
Mm-hmm. It's insane.
The same stuff, and I just Samira right now. She's trying to move. She's trying to get her own place and shit. I'm I don't even see her like that. She's asking for advice on what's credit and how do I save money? And I'm I can't believe you're in this point of your life now.
I know. It's crazy to think about that at their age too. I think that's something we weren't even thinking about yet. We were just very, at least me, I was just very much music.
Right.
And it was just that other big boy stuff will come later,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Was moving to Fresno your first thing on your own?
So I actually moved out of my mom's house in 21, 22.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm lying. I don't remember. Timeline's horrible at that.
Yeah, me
but
too.
I ended up moving out in at some point, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. So that was my first big change for the most part. And then after that is when I decided to make the move to Fresno. I think it was just time, get out of here. It was mainly for work too, so.
Oh, for work, okay.
Yeah.
And kind of a fresh start too.
Yeah, definitely. That's where it. Yes, a fresh start. That's biggest thing, fresh start.
Okay. What do you do for work?
I'm a freight broker, so I'm the middle person between truck drivers and our customers and produce and all that stuff. That's our main thing, produce. Yeah.
Nice. And then how do you get your gigs? How do you still perform and stuff?
Well, I actually stopped performing for 2 years.
Oh shit!
I took a break.
How was that? Because I know you love music a lot.
I think at the time I was very much okay with it. I was very I think I'm good. I think I accomplished everything that I really wanted. I feel like I had reached the quote unquote peak of success for what it is to be a local musician, as far as performing in certain spots,
Okay.
being able to have a sellout crowd at a certain venue and stuff like that. Like that, I was okay with where I was at that point with what I had accomplished, and I thought it was time to just go a different route with my life and really settle in and do that. But then, you know, I really started to miss it, and it was just like, man, like something I want to get back into. And trying to get back into it wasn't as easy as I thought. You know, I thought I was like, well, I already done it for so long, like it's just I'm just gonna pick up right where I left off. And no, it's like you go MIA on social media, because it's everything nowadays, right? You go MIA, you're not consistent, and people forget about you. And I think that's what happened. And at the end of the day, like trying to rebuild that is a whole mission itself. And then on top of that, having to get gigs. But I actually I was fortunate enough to meet some people throughout, like trying to get back into it, that really liked what I do and trust me in their band. And I'm actually, I guess you can say I'm a quote unquote employee with them, but I mean, I feel very much part of them. And shout out to Los Gallos del Valle, that I actually just performed with them last night. Oh, wow. So yeah, so I mean, very great people, and they welcome me with open arms, and I've been helping them out, and that's where I'm at right now, and just gigging with them. But yeah,
what was the hardest part, like getting back into it? Was it learning the guitar again, or
I always have a guitar with me.
You always play them, yeah.
Always been playing. I never stopped practicing and stuff like that. I think like the hardest part was and is because I do think that I wanted to do my own thing eventually again and start from there and like do that. But the hardest part was just, I guess, like getting people's attention and be like, hey, you know, I'm back, I'm here, you know, look this way. Because nowadays, dude, I don't know if you know, but in our regional Mexican scene here in the area, there's a lot of competition now. Back in the day when I was with my prior band, yeah, it was us and like maybe two other bands that were really killing it, you know. And not to say that anybody else wasn't, but we were like, there was top 3, top 4 bands that were gigging out every weekend and had a consistent clientele that we were just busy Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know. And I think with all that competition, like obviously people start looking elsewhere, and it's not the same. So yeah, like it got really tough, like trying to find musicians and trying to rebuild the brand and basically start from zero. Like that's essentially what it was, just starting all over again. Because when I joined my prior band, I basically came into something that was already formed, you know, like it was already like there. I just got there to make it better and take it to the next step. But no, yeah, man, like everything's challenging, you know, nothing's just given to you. You have to work hard for it. So yeah, it was that, just trying to really, I guess you can say, find my way to fit back in to the music scene here. Yeah.
How hard is it to book gigs? Like how
I mean, well, you have to promote yourself, you know, like
yeah,
you put the social media, you do Facebook Marketplace posts and say, hey, I have a band, like, got this going on. A lot of people, once you like perform at one spot, we have business cards that we hand out, and people call you and stuff like that. It's not super hard once you've established something well and you build a clientele. People call you back every year, every couple months, so
you form that relationship. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like building a clientele for your plumbing company, right? Like like word of mouth is also a big one too. So it just finding those people that really like what you do and they'll keep coming back. Yeah.
What separates like a good show from like a bad show? Like what's some bad stuff that's happened at a show?
You want to know? I actually experienced this last night, and I think a good show versus a bad show has a lot to do with the crowd.
Right. Engagement. Yeah.
I feel like as a performer, your job is to get the crowd engaged, right?
Yeah.
And ultimately, it lies on the musicians, right? Especially the singer. In this case, me. If the crowd isn't willing to engage, you have to make them engage. But then when you want to make them engage and they still don't, it stresses us out. It stresses me out a lot. And it's crazy that you brought that up, because I literally just experienced it yesterday. Like, crowd was little playing a little hard to get with and get the groove going. But at the end of everything, it went well. But once again, it all lies on us. Like we have to be the ones to actually go in and create that environment, right? So yeah, I mean also that, aside from that is like audio stuff, like speakers getting blown out, cables missing, something not sounding right, the mixer's all messed up, stuff like that is stressful. I think I've always said, like, the singing part to me is the easy part, like
Right.
that's the easiest thing for me. I do it naturally. I love it. It's something I really enjoy to do. But the setting up, the cleaning up, the sound checks, the making sure everything's where it needs to be, and making sure nothing's cutting in and out with as far as like the wireless systems go, and being on a time crunch because we forget something or we're just running late and stuff like that. So to answer your question, the crowd makes it a good or bad show, but it also depends on how we handle that. And if we can't handle that well, like, we go at the end of the night being disappointed. But if we manage it, then it's good. I don't think I've had a quote unquote bad show. It's just like disappointing moments in myself, or just things out of our hands, out of our control, like like audio wise and stuff like that. But yeah, all of our clients are pretty good. I think I need you to go to one of my shows so you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, like it's a little mixture of everything, but the singing part's easy. The performing part is the easiest part. Everything else behind the scenes is what can make or break a show.
Right.
Yeah.
And do you usually have like your songs already picked out, like with rehearsals, or is it kind of a lot of requests?
So it depends, right? So we do like a lot of family parties, a lot of birthdays, a lot of quinceañera, stuff like that. For those, I typically just off the dome. I have my tablet that I have on my mic stand, and I'll just pick whatever.
Okay.
Good. Luckily, I think, all right, my musician friends may think different, but I think I've gotten good at kind of reading the crowds and
what they want,
what's sticking, what's not, and go from there. But as far as like public shows like last night and stuff like that, we try to have some sort of structure, but I'm very much like, I've always told like other singers and musicians, like, feel the crowd, feel the crowd. Like I think you can have a good set list of maybe 5 songs back to back, and you can start with that and go from there. I feel like if you have a little mix of some cumbia, some rancheras, some sad songs, like a little bit of everything at the beginning, I think you'll be able to tell what kind of crowd you're working with, and you'll be able to make a decision after those 5 or 6 songs, But yeah, at the end of the day, it's just reading the crowd. Like, that's all it is at the end of the day. So we have some sort of structure here and there, but for the most part, it's all right. I see that these people are dancing to this song. Okay, we're going to go this direction or that direction. We go from there.
Yeah. Was it always natural for you in the beginning, or was it hard? Like getting on stage, getting to perform? Because it's a confidence thing too.
Yeah, no, dude. So when I got my first like quote unquote professional gigs, right? Yeah. It was with the banda here in the area, and mind you, there's 16 of them. It's not just 4 or 5 other musicians you got to worry about or impress. It's the whole band. It's like a whole orchestra basically. Yeah. And at that time I was 18.
Yeah, you're young.
Yeah. And no, that was one of the main reasons why it was very difficult for me to even be in that band, was because they wanted that confidence and that ability to control that crowd, and I didn't have that. I was very much like, I do not want to talk. I don't like. I want to sing and that's it. I don't want to create that vibe and really get people hyped up. I wasn't good at it, and actually, because of the other singer in that band telling me like, basically, you suck, I was like, okay, you want to tell me I suck? Now I'm gonna prove to you, that that's not the case, right? And so it was crazy because actually, like, I left, and maybe like a year later we ended up playing at the same birthday party. They were first, and we ended up like playing after them. And I could just see the stares, like, okay, like, we see you, and I'm just like, gotta prove people wrong. I think that's the best thing, when you can prove people wrong without talking so much negativity and just doing things and really proving it to them. Like, I think that's more powerful than anything else.
Especially entertainment, people are very quickly to judge, to turn you down, to doubt you.
1000%.
And it only lights a fire. Like, I'm gonna show you that I can do it.
Exactly. Yeah, man.
It happens all the time with music.
Yeah, dude. And
families and friends and colleagues, they always doubt you.
And you got to use that that doubt to make yourself better. I feel like if you let that doubt get to you, like at a personal level, like you're just not. You gotta take it for how it is and be better yourself and go from there.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, do you do anything like for your voice, or is your voice always just ready to go, or you gotta warm up or prepare or what?
I mean, it just depends. I mean, I feel like when I'm sick and stuff, yeah, I gotta drink a couple teas and warm up. But
because I've seen your videos, sometimes you're just talking and then you go right at it and you're like right on the note, and I'm like, damn, his voice is always ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, it comes with practice, of course. But, yeah. No, like for example, like when I'm driving from Fresno, it's about a 2-hour drive-ish, and when on Thursdays when I come into town, and I have practice, I'll have some music going and I'll just start singing, and that's the way I warm up, and just in the car. For example, if I'm on my way to a gig, if it's 30 minutes, use those 30 minutes to just warm up the vocals. And yeah, I used to not do that, and I started realizing that was really hurting me at the end of the night. And I mean, it's I don't do like a certain routine or anything like that. Just practice a couple songs, especially during like sound check while we're getting things ready to go and stuff, plugging in cables. Like I'll be humming or whatever and just kind of warm up that way.
Have you noticed a difference of your voice now to
when you were younger? I actually can last more hours performing than,
because it gets stronger.
Yeah. So
you could last longer.
Yeah. Before at like 2 or 3 hour mark, I was just I'm so tired. But it also helps like when you have another singer there to back you up, and you can take breaks here and there. So yeah.
How many bands have you performed with?
Ooh, shoot.
You've been quite a few, right?
Yeah, so I actually played with my dad's band for not super consistent, but often. That was like my first main like introduction to performing. But I wasn't singing with them. I was just playing percussion. Then I joined Maximo Nivel, so that's 2.
I remember that one.
I'm lying. First it was the banda, Soledad. Then it was Maximo. And then I tried to do my own thing with Legado Exclusivo, which that's still pending, quote unquote. Hopefully, we'll see. And then I ended up with these guys. So I've had about five bands right now.
Nice. But I don't know if we talked about this last time, but remember when you performed at the high school? I thought that was a really cool.
Oh yeah.
Full circle moment.
Yeah.
I saw all the videos. I'm like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
For you to graduate and then to get booked to perform at something like that. That was really cool.
It was sick, man. It was a fun experience. Coming from a school where everybody knows everyone, and just me personally, I would say within reason, I think a pretty good high school experience. So going back there and giving back was a great experience. I actually ran into those videos like a couple weeks ago. That's funny that you bring it up. Yeah, I hadn't seen those videos in a long time, and I stumbled upon them, and yeah, man, it was great. It was great. It was a great experience. I wish I could do it again. It would be pretty. I just don't know if they do that anymore. But
I'm not sure. I really don't know.
We'll have to reach out to somebody. But yeah, that was cool. It was a fun experience. It was fun seeing everybody and like the staff too. I think a couple people were there that I knew, and yeah.
I know. I do this scholarship every year. I've done it for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
It's just really weird now. Like in the place I am in my life, walking up, and I'm like, I used to go here, and now I'm like standing on a stage, giving like a little speech, and giving back to the arts and shit.
Yeah.
And seeing like the staff members looking at me, I'm like, it's just a weird.
It's a weird
thing. But we're very lucky to be able to get back.
Exactly.
We're especially years after too. What's some of your goals, either in your musician professional goals or personal goals that you're trying to accomplish in the near future?
Well, professional, of course, music wise, is I want to make it out. I mean, I want to make that my full-time job at some point, if possible. But I'm very well grounded as far as I know where I can separate a dream versus reality, right? I think after doing this for 10 years and really going at it for that long, at some point you start to lose hope, right? And you start to really like settle in, okay, like, am I okay with everything I've done? Am I not okay with it? Do I want more? And I think now, after getting back into it, if it was to all end tomorrow, I think I'd say, okay, I'm good.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean I'll stop trying,
But you're happy with what
I'm happy with
you've been able to do.
Yeah. I mean, I've been able to record music. I've been able to perform live. I've it's funny. I told one of my buddies, I was like, I got someone to ask me for a picture.
Nice.
Good with that, you know. It's all good, and yeah. So as far as that goes, I mean, at this point, I'm not looking into the future and saying like this is what I want. It's just more of like it's in God's hands. I feel like the last couple of years, I've really looked for His paths and His whatever God wants for me is what's gonna happen, and that's that, you know. Like it's in His control. I all I can do is what's in my hands is to perform and to put out videos and whatever I can. Great. Anything that happens after that is out of my control. So I'm good with what I've accomplished. Whatever the future holds, great. If it's this, awesome. If it's not, then I'm okay with that too, you know. As far as personal, I think just being successful. As far as with my careers, you know, whether it's where I'm at now or something else, but I think being successful just means being happy with my life, I guess. You know, I don't mean anything financially. I don't mean anything materialistic. It's just finding that true, genuine happiness and you know, doing what I love, I guess. You know, that's all it is. Like that's how I see success, you know. And my personal goals is just being happy, being okay, being calm, and just, you know, riding this wave that's life, dude. It's I was so caught up in just wanting to be perfect at everything and wanting this music dream to actually work, but I realized, dude, like what's gonna happen is gonna happen. If it doesn't, it doesn't, and I'm okay with that.
Great outlook. Yeah, I was gonna ask how you measure success, because for everyone it's different. Sometimes success is just like making it in life, like money and all that shit.
Sometimes it's just waking up in the morning. You know, it sucks, and
being content, being able to pay your bills, being able to drive to work. Those are all blessings. Those are all things to be grateful for.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. And for me, with like music, I feel like I'm just getting started, because I haven't done pretty much anything. I'm about to get my music degree now.
Awesome.
In May at TSUMB, and that's been like the most life-changing thing, because back in high school, middle school, I kind of teach myself everything, like start from scratch.
Yeah.
And then I had to get into choir and singing lessons, and then I went to school and learned piano, music theory. Yeah. And I kind of had to build myself up to make some opportunities for myself. A big goal that I want to do is perform like at a musical theater kind of show. Yeah. I've always wanted to do some kind of theater production and just be out there, because I want to perform with a band too. But you got to make all those opportunities for yourself.
Yeah, dude. And I will say, dude, you've come a long way, man, from high school to now. Like, I seen you fucking go at it, dude, and just really make those opportunities for yourself like you did. Like you said, I was very fortunate enough to be in the band at high school and have my dad that's a musician and uncles, and I had access to all this information pretty easily. But someone like, no one else in your family is a musician, right?
No.
Yeah, no you see? So
just me.
Just you. So I admire people like you, dude, that really have a love for this thing that is music. It's not easy. You know, you really got to grind it, and it basically has to be like your whole identity, you know, because if you don't make it that, it's tough. Like people quit and give up on it so easily because they don't want to make it their life, I guess. And if you don't do that, you gotta love to do it. That's what I tell people too, when either music or when they're trying to get into the arts or content creating. I'm like, you gotta ask yourself, why did you start? Because that's gonna keep you going. You gotta think like, why, if you actually love it. Because some people, they do it for the wrong reasons, for popularity, money, fame, followers, stuff like that, for attention. And that is never the right reason to do it. And if that's the reason, it's not going to be worth it in the long run. You got to love to do it. You got to exactly, dude. I can't even tell you the amount of times I've been to gigs where like I don't even get compensated for it, but I do it because I love it, you know, because you enjoyed it. And I've never ever complained about having to go perform without pay or just doing a show where it's very little. Like, you got to really, really love this thing, dude. And if you don't love it and you're doing it for the wrong reasons, you're already failing, you know, like that's my mentality. But yeah, dude, but congratulations on everything, dude. That's awesome. Like, proud of you, and gotta keep going. Don't stop now.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just getting started. Yeah.
Are you planning to like teach music or like?
It's weird because I actually don't know. My goal in life has always been to get my degree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy working here for my dad. I've been working here close to 10 years now, since I was like 17.
Nice.
So the music thing was always on the side.
Mm-hmm.
I know I wanted it to be a part of my life, but what I'm going to do with it, I have no idea. The theater thing, I'm going to look into theater productions. And I'm in the middle of recording an EP that I'm trying to get out for a part of my capstone for school.
Nice.
We have like 6 songs recorded that I'm happy with.
Awesome.
But I don't know about you. I'm like such like a perfectionist. I don't know, like if I hear just one note that's kind of off,
Gotta redo it.
you gotta redo it. But then you worked in the studio a little bit, right?
I went into the studio once.
Recorded stuff.
I recorded one song, and I never even heard the finished product.
Yeah.
But we did record some stuff in studio with the other singer, and I saw like the behind the scenes of everything. But for the most part, everything that I record has been live. Just click record and boom. Kind of like what we're doing now, right?
Yeah.
Just with all the instruments and singing and everything. Yeah.
So I've been teaching myself how to do recording, like do all my own shit, because at the studio, when there's like 3 other people in the room, they don't have the same vision that you have.
Yeah.
Like I'll be in the middle of literally singing, and they'll just stop it. Oh, let's redo that. I'm like in the zone. I'm trying to like, let me at least finish. Then we can go back and do some stuff.
That's the thing, though.
And they don't see your vision.
Yeah,
they don't.
Music production in the studio is very different from recording something live. Like in the studio, I'm gonna be honest. In our genre, in the regional Mexican genre, like a lot of that studio stuff isn't working anymore. Like people don't want to hear you every single note be perfect. Like they want to hear just the raw sound that you provide live, you know. And I feel like that's why like times have changed a lot, and a lot of bands, like even the famous bands, like they're not even going into studios anymore. They're setting up a camera, getting a mixer, plugging everything in, and go for it, you know. And at the end of the day, I think that's where like everything else is going to get to too, just live performances and recordings, and I think that's where it's heading. But recording in a studio is very, very different and difficult. There's musicians for studio and there's musicians for like performing, you know, because the people in the studio can take their time and like you said, they're perfectionists and they want to, like how they cut you off, like it happens a lot more than you think. Like,
yeah, dude.
Because the producers, they know like, all right, like go again,
yes,
and do it. And it's probably just like 1 or 2 lines, and you just got to keep doing it and keep doing it
again and again.
As opposed to when you're live, you just fuck it. If it didn't come out right the first time, you probably record again and you boom, next song. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the studio thing.
I hate it.
I think just the long hours of having to be in there, like you said, perfecting everything. It's something I wasn't very fond of, but I mean, gotta do what you gotta do, right? Well,
yeah, it hasn't been fun for me, and I thought it'd be fun, so I'm like, that's why I gotta teach myself to do it by myself, because I'll be singing too, and I'll hear it, I'm like, oh, I gotta do that part again, and they're like, no, it sounds fine. I'm like, nah, I want to do it again, and then they don't want to do it, and I'm like, dude, like I thought we're all working together, like let me just do what I gotta do.
It's like the saying, if you want to do something right, you gotta just do it yourself.
So that's why I'm trying to teach myself with all this shit, but it's a lot of work. It takes a certain kind of artistic brain to use all that stuff.
Even just film, it sounds silly, but even just filming a TikTok for me, it could take up to an hour, 2 hours. Like the other day, I recorded something. It took me like an hour and a half just to edit that thing.
I hate it.
Just like, oh my god, like when I was in high school, I thought I'd want to do music production and like be behind the scenes, but then I started like looking into it. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I cannot sit there and fine tune everything. Like,
no, I hate it.
Not my thing.
Yeah, I love doing the art part. I love doing the music. I love doing this. I was saying this the other day. I wish I had like a team to do all the content for me, because I hate doing editing. I hate posting. I don't like being on social media and stuff. I just like doing stuff like this. Yeah. And I don't enjoy it at all.
I'll get to that. I mean, if that's something that you look into, hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like,
even back in the YouTube days, I hated doing. There were so many videos that took hours and hours and hours.
I know it's a full-time job. It's just content creating and editing and stuff like that. It's nuts. I know. I don't even know how I find the time to do all that. Like I'll sit at my house like right after work. I'll literally get home and probably eat something or just chill for 5-10 minutes, and then go to record this, record that. There's been days where I'm just like, okay, like I have 6-7 hours after work just to not do anything. All right, I'm gonna whip out like 10 videos right now.
Oh wow!
And I just have them ready to go, you know. But yeah, but yeah, that's slowly coming to an end. It's burning me out. It's all the back and forth from to back to my hometown and where I live now. It's just it's draining.
Mm-hmm.
It's tiring.
Yeah.
That's why I said like now I'm just like whatever happens happens. If something comes out of it, great. If not, then I'm okay with that too.
Mm-hmm. You do post a lot though on TikTok. I see your videos all the time. You created like some kind of, how do I say, like an audience. There's people that are waiting for it.
It's kind of crazy because you've been there since the beginning, dude, and I appreciate that. You've seen everything from the get go, and yeah, dude, it's funny. One of my coworkers, shout out to Sixto, he loves doing TikToks too, and I tell him, dude, like just post every day, post once, 2, 3, 4 times a day, and eventually it'll get to that. And he goes, well, how long have you been doing that for? And I'm like, forever, but it'll eventually, something will stick eventually.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say about maybe 4 weeks ago, like some videos started to actually like, get some views and attention. And it was great. It was great. And shit, like I love getting the recognition. Sorry. But like, it was great to see something that you've done for so long finally start to pay off.
Yeah. That's why it's nice getting the recognition, because you're doing something that you love.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Instead of like doing like some viral TikTok dance or a viral TikTok whatever, and it pops off. But I'm like, that's not even like me,
Exactly.
I want to get a lot of attention for being myself.
For being myself and doing something I enjoy. Exactly. Nope.
Yeah. Do you think it's important though, like to do social media and content creating and all that, like in order to be successful
in this industry? Yes.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I would say no. I think in the early days of when I started, I didn't think it was that important. I think what was important was like booking gigs and being out there performing in public spaces and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that's where a lot of like the attention was drawn, like being out there. But now you're just so accessible on one screen, like everything is if I tell you right now, look up one of my videos, you can find it. If you go down the street, you can do the same thing. It's not just we're like, hey, you have to travel for the show. You got to see these guys live. Like, no. If you want to see someone live, search them up on YouTube. Right. Look them up on TikTok. So, social media it's the way out. At the end of the day, it's the way out. All you need is one good song, one good video, and you got to capitalize on that obviously. But, yeah, dude, social media there's just no way around it. It's here to stay and it's the future. Like that's like, think about it. Like back in COVID days, right? What was the popular thing? Dances and music.
Yeah.
How many artists came from freaking COVID just posting their videos and their dances and stuff like that, because everybody wasn't doing anything. They were just on their phone. I feel like that really marked like a really big like boom in social media, just proving to people like you just need one funny sound or one good song and as long as you capitalize on it, you'll be fine. And I think that's what I was trying to do and for so long, but just like what's hitting right now is a lot of like original, like, a lot of like original songs, and I just suck at that. I can't write. Like,
oh, you can't write?
No,
you don't write?
I can't. It's like something that's so difficult for me. I don't even know why. I just think because my brain is just more like, I like being on stage. Like I'm good at performing, like that. That's like, not to toot my own horn, but like, I think that's where I shine the most, and that's where I succeed the most is being on a stage with the microphone in hand and controlling a crowd.
Yeah. The
behind the scenes, the music production, the playing instruments, like I completely suck at playing the guitar. Like I can get a way around like, just chords here and there, but like I am no expert on any instrument. Like
I thought you were an expert on the guitar.
No.
You play really well.
Thank you, but no, like I am very basic. Very basic is what I know. And yeah, like I just think that there's no way around social media. Like if you're gonna be in the music industry and want to have some sort of recognition or make it out, like social media is the one and only way, because everyone's on there, dude. Like all the producers, all the record labels, like so there's a famous band now, their name is Clave Especial, and they are from the Salinas area. And because of all their videos, because of how hard they work to really, push their content, they're signed to one of the freaking biggest record labels out there, which is Street Mob. And I don't know if they're listening to this, but shout out to them. They had their first tour last year, so that's an example of where social media is very important, man. Like you never know, whose hands your videos are gonna fall in. And as long as they fall into the right person's hands, like, your life can change. So, yes, very important.
Have you ever done any touring, or is that something that interests you, going on tour?
I hate traveling.
Yeah.
I hate traveling. So even just the drive from Fresno to here is fine now. it's kind of it's ironic to say, but it's fine now. Like, I'm used to it. Like, I'll do it in a day, and I've done day trips. Just come real quick and then go right back. I even went to Fresno and came right back the same day. Just for whatever.
Damn.
But yeah. So that drive's fine. But as far as like going elsewhere, like to LA, like, oh man, I hate it. I hate it. So no, I haven't done any touring, just mainly because the opportunity hasn't presented itself. But I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
What's the craziest thing that's happened at a show? Is there anything? Either someone was really drunk, or
dude,
just things got out of hand, or what?
I'll try to keep it very brief. We were at a gig in Simi Valley, LA area.
Oh shit!
Like right between LA and Bakersfield, I think. Correct me if I don't remember. Simi Valley. And we showed up, and there was another band performing before us. We got there pretty early in the mornings to set everything up, and then whatever, we showed up an hour before, like we always do. There was other band playing, cool guys. We start performing, and so mind you, we're like this. In their eyes, like a pretty big attraction. So, like, we traveled from all the way over here to be with them and stuff like that. So their crowd was great, man. The energy was there. It was freaking amazing. We started pretty early, so which means to people getting drunk pretty early.
Right.
By the last hour, there was no one in front of us. We were just singing to a bunch of empty seats.
Oh my god. Whoa.
I have a video too. If I find it, I'll show you. But we were literally performing to just a crowd of no one. And I think that was like, I wouldn't say crazy experience, but it was interesting.
Different, yeah.
It was different. And
that's my kind of party, though. I always tell everyone I want to start earlier in the day because people start showing up 6, 7 p.m. It's such a late night. Yeah, I'd rather start early. Let's get this party going.
Exactly. Yeah, so I think that was a pretty fun experience. Just like, okay, we're here freaking giving it our all, and there's just no one even cares about us at that point. But no, yeah, like I mean, there's been a bunch of other crazy stories that I probably shouldn't talk about, but
not PG.
Not PG, exactly.
And then let me see, how do I explain this? Mm-hmm. You ever had a moment of like, oh shit, like I don't like an I made it moment, like in the middle of performing, and you're like, oh shit, this is what I love, like something that clicked for you?
So I think I maybe had 2, and it wasn't really much of I made it. It was just like, this is why I do what I do. Because I don't think I've made it yet. I don't think I've made it yet, and no, I haven't. But I think that I've had those like out-of-body experiences where it's like, holy shit, like this is it.
Yeah.
The first one was when we recorded like our very first like official music video.
Cool.
And going out to Monterey and like doing all these scenes and like
nice.
Going from spot to spot and having the camera guy directing you and like, do this and you're gonna do that, and you have like your little extras like the model that we had in that video, like kind of seeing that come to life, and like that was like, wow, like this is cool, like this is what I love to do. Actually 3. The second one was actually hearing myself on Apple Music and Spotify, like
that's cool.
Being able to pull up your own album, that's cool.
Yes.
Whether people listen to it or not, but the fact that I have it and that, like, that's one of my that's
and that it'll be there forever too. Mm-hmm. That's really cool.
Yeah. Last and final one was performing to just a sellout crowd here at a venue in Salinas. Not the biggest venue, but there was people. Like it was packed from the front all the way to the back, and it was just great seeing like people interact with you and like give you your flowers. Like, okay, you're doing something right. And I feel like ever since that, like seeing, and I see that it's crazy that you're bringing all this up. I saw that video specifically too of that night not too long ago either, and I'm like, wow, like that was my, and specifically that moment. Every time I say like I'm okay with where my music career is right now, specifically that moment I go back to and said, okay, I had a feeling for what it's like, so I feel like I'm okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with all that, but obviously the goal is to perform like that in front of a freaking arena or stadium, of course. But
Mm-hmm.
I can say I had just a little bit of a taste of what it is to hear a whole crowd singing a song right back to you.
Yeah.
And every time I'm performing, and whether it's at a backyard, whether it's at a public event, on a stage, at a venue, whatever it is, hearing people sing back to you is just, dude, like I'm getting the chills just now thinking about it. Yesterday it happened as well. Like, you know, you just get that crowd so involved and seeing people really enjoy what you do and look at you and like, damn, that's awesome, you know, like that's talent and that's great, and just that is very rewarding in itself. So I think those were like the three main things that really made me see the outlook and say, okay, like this is why I love what I do.
Yeah. Do you ever still get nervous at all, or is it still
Always?
Oh, you still get nervous before
dude.
every show?
I think I've told you in one of our other episodes, I think the very first one, I said, if you don't get nervous doing this, you shouldn't do it at all. Because it's that nervousness, those butterflies that just get you going, and like that adrenaline rush once you actually start doing it, dude. I get nervous just even plugging things in. Like, it's just like, oh shit, I hope I did this right. And then by the time like I'm starting to sing and stuff, like it's just, you just want, like when you get to the venue, like you just want to go right at it because your mind just like, I hope this goes well, I hope that goes well, I hope I don't mess this up, and it's all those nerves beforehand. Once I turn on that mic, though, it's you just kind of blink. I blink. I stop thinking about whatever it is I was before, and I just do it, you know? Because once you get too much in your head, like that's where it gets kind of bad. But I feel like as long as you feel some sort of nerves, I think that's normal. It's natural. Any other artist will tell you the same thing, big or small. The nerves are what keeps us going. So yeah, that always.
Okay, because every time I perform, dude, I'm always so nervous. And that's why I love rehearsal and sound check and all that, because it kind of calms my nerves down a little bit.
1000%.
But I always get in my head, and I don't know why. I'm like, you know the song, you did the work, you rehearsed it, like you're good. And this past semester, as soon as the piano player played a chord, I knew something was off. I heard it like off key immediately. I'm like, okay, and I'm singing through it, and I'm hearing it, and it's so distracting. Yeah. Then the chorus came, and I'm belting, and it is still so off. Yeah. And I didn't realize that a few performances before me, like in a grand piano, you know, there's like this thing that lifts up with like a stand. They put it down a little bit, and that was what was affecting the sound. And I felt so disappointed because I was done and I couldn't do it again. I'm like, damn, that was fucking ass.
Doesn't it suck when it's out of your control?
And it sucks because I wrote the fucking song.
There you go.
And I wrote it, and the piano chords, I wrote everything. I'm like, this is my one time to showcase this people, and it was shit.
Yeah. Hey, you'll get that opportunity again, dude. Don't beat yourself up for it. But yeah, no, like that's why I say like, I get worried about stuff that's not in my control. You know, like like I told you earlier, performing is the easy part. Singing is the easy part. It's like anything else that can happen before or after. Like that's where it kind of it gets. That's where it can be a good or bad performance. Right.
Do you get more nervous like with more people or less people? Because I notice if there's less people, I get a little bit more nervous. Yes. Because I could pay more attention to them. Yep. But when there's a lot, I kind of just get lost in it.
Exactly. You get lost in the crowd. You just whatever. Yeah. Yes. I actually did a show with my buddy Gil. Shout out to Cruz de Madera Tap Room in Soledad. We're actually going to be there again next month. You should go. You should
Soledad?
Go. Soledad, yes.
Okay, send me the date. I'll go.
Yes. I don't know if we'll have a flyer yet, but once we get it, I'll send it. I thought I was ready to go. I was like, shit, you know, I do this all the time. We're good. And then I start seeing this venue like get filled with less than 100 people. I'm just like, oh, which mind you, that was the goal. It was more like of an acoustic, intimate night. Okay. And I get up on stage and my voice is shaky. That hadn't happened to me in so long, to the point where like I'm so nervous. But yes, smaller crowds make me more nervous because your mistakes will show and you can see people's instant reaction. Yeah. And yeah, it's harder to control a smaller crowd because you like when a bigger crowd, you have maybe a 20% chance of hitting a song with them and that they like, versus with the smaller crowd, it's like, shoot, maybe one or two people are gonna know the song or like it, and Yeah, smaller crowds are way harder. I personally don't like it. But
and if there's more people, like more people are like there to have a good time and stuff, so they're not really paying attention to stuff.
Exactly.
But when there's a little bit, they're really hearing.
They're literally there for you,
and they're watching and they're taking notes on your voice and all that
and everything. Yeah.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, it sucks.
What's your advice for people trying to start off in a band or book gigs? Any advice for up and coming musicians?
Practice, post on social media, dedicate your life to it, because that's the only way you're gonna make it. Is practicing social media, and give it the time it deserves. Music isn't something that you should just assume that it's gonna come easily and all these opportunities are gonna come knocking out your door. No. Like I told you, dude, I've been at it for 10 years. And yeah, dude, like it's just
that's a lot.
Don't give up. Don't give up, but also I think it's also important nowadays, right? A lot of people would tell you just keep going, like something eventually will happen, and don't give up on yourself. Yeah. Exactly. I agree with that 100%. But also don't get so lost in your dream that you forget to build a foundation for your life. You know, like at the end of the day, you got bills to pay. We all got things to take care of, whether that's friendships, relationships, family, once again, bills, like stuff like that. Music is a beautiful thing. And I actually just learned it this year. Music is a very beautiful thing. But you can't get so lost in it where you forget that there's a whole world that keeps spinning around you.
Yeah.
And music is such a blessing and a curse at the same time, because you meet so many great people and you make these connections and everything, but you can lose yourself in it too, dude. Like,
yeah, like
especially in my genre, dude, like people just dedicate their whole life to it and just never see results, and it sucks. But that's why, like, I'm a little bit more like, okay, I'm good, because I don't want to be that person that just gives up their whole life for it and forgets to really build the foundation for my own life and my future goals. Like, I'm making money, decent money elsewhere. Like, I'm not going to give that up just because I have this dream that I've already been working so hard for. That's why I said, like, it's all in God's hands. Like, whatever happens, happens. And if it doesn't, great. But I'm not so stuck on this is the only thing that I need to focus on, you know? And like I said, it's only been a couple months that I've had that realization, but
yeah,
I think now that I have that, it's like, I'm good. Like, everything will fall into its own place for whatever reason. We all have goals, but we also have certain paths that we need to take, you know? And with all that, like, all that into consideration, like, yeah, like, follow your dreams, do what you can, and what's in your hands, do it. But also don't forget to really take care of yourself at the end of the day, you know? Because that's also very important.
Very, very important. And I realize that as we get older too, like, to take care of myself. Yeah. Because ever since I started school, like, I haven't been happy with myself physically or mentally. I haven't got enough sleep. I'm not happy with my eating habits, sleeping habits, how much I work, work ethic, relationships. Like, I'm not happy with any of it. And we're only getting older, and it's just going to hurt us more.
Exactly, in the long run.
You got to make those changes.
Exactly. Yeah, I've lost so many friendships for so many reasons, but yeah, it's like, I wish I would have just taken a step back and nurtured them and you know, taken care of them. But hey, man, like I told you, everything happens for a reason, and whatever happens, happens, and that's that.
So much more life to live too. Yeah. You brought up the people that you've met. I was going to ask you, working with other people, how is it for you? Have you had any, like, difficulties working with certain people in music? Or how is it building, like, that relationship in terms of work?
Yeah,
stuff?
I mean, I think as musicians, it's difficult to work with musicians, as ironic as that sounds, because it's just, we are all so creative. We all have these ideas. We all have the same dream, you know? And I think you're going to have, I don't want to say issues, but you're going to clash a lot with your bandmates, and you're really going to disagree a lot. And that's normal. Like, if you don't, like, I would be worried, but I am a big believer in that in any band, in any project, in any, you know, artistic group, there should always be a leader. There should always be someone to direct something, because without a leader, like, there's no structure, right?
Right.
So, with that being said, I do respect a lot of these leaders and that have their own bands and stuff like that, because it's not easy handling the contracts, the bookings, the social media, like all that stuff. It's a lot of work. But there's a lot of disagreements in any band with like music choicing, like picking out songs, like
Right.
like choices and all that stuff, and that's why I think it's very important to have someone to just say, okay, I got everybody's opinion. This is what we're gonna do. That's it.
Okay. Yeah.
Because because think about it, right? Like I told you, in the first band I was in, it was 16 musicians. Imagine a Saturday morning comes around, hey guys, we have a gig at such and such place. Like, what are we gonna wear? You have 10 people saying we're gonna wear a whole all black uniform versus the one guy that says, no, I don't want to wear black today. It was always like, hey, we got a gig today. This is what we're wearing, end of discussion. Because once you start getting all these opinions, that's what causes the arguments.
Yeah.
And that's why it's good to have a mentality of just like, okay, like, it's not always going to be your way. I do agree though that you should be able to give your opinion with any sort of decisions being in a band, but at the end of the day, there should be the one person that has that last word and that last choice, because it's going to save a lot of arguments and time and efforts. It's just, yeah. Like,
is that what you have now? There's someone.
Oh yeah, and there's always been one. I mean, whether that had been me or not, like.
But it's important that there's always that one person.
Yeah, because once you start allowing people to give their opinion all the time.
Yeah.
I feel like that's when that's where the argument happens, and a lot of musicians will tell you, man, like, it's great to get everybody's ideas, right? But you have to understand that ultimately there has to be something, like a decision made, and if 5 people can't come up with that one right decision, someone has to do it. Someone has to take initiative and say, this is what it is, move on. Because you can sit there and argue with someone about why your idea is better, but that's not going to get you anywhere, Yeah.
Is there an idea that you had one time that you really pushed for that you would hope would happen, or?
I mean, certain song choices and stuff like that, but nothing crazy. I mean, it's just we're also, like I said, we're musicians, and you understand this, dude. As creative people, like, you always have ideas bouncing in your brain. Like, there's moments where I'm just laying in bed and I'm just like, oh, this would be cool. That would be cool, and I'm just like, yeah, all right, cool, mental note, my brain's always functioning that way. But yeah, no, nothing serious where it's like, oh, like, I got mad at these guys for these. Nah, never that. It's just, I mean, and I think I learned that very early on too. Like, a leader has to make a decision, and whether it's mine or not, great. If, but yeah, luckily now the guys that I'm with, like, as far as I know, I think they do. They respect my creative decisions, and they allow me to really express those ideas and make them come to life, and I appreciate them for that. And yeah, but
yeah,
it's for the most part, like, I think we all play a role. I think when a good band is like, if you guys all get along and you guys all respect each other and take into considerations everybody's opinions and stuff like that, like that's what makes these guys successful. Like, it's not about how many gigs we have a month. It's not about how many albums we can record or how good we sound. It's just, as long as there's like a good working relationship with them, and we respect each other, I think that's what makes a band stronger than not.
Yeah.
That's very important.
Yeah. Are there any bands with women? I feel like I haven't seen a lot of either female singers or female playing instruments.
Yeah, there's one like banda that's out there in Salinas that is mainly women, but other than that,
a lot of it's just guys.
Just guys, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm like, I don't think I've seen a lot, or even parties that I've been to. I don't think I see.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen many of them, which sucks. I mean, there's a lot of talented vocalists out there too, and musicians, but yeah.
What about mainstream, like more famous? There's women bands and banda.
Well, I mean, there's like the solo artists and stuff like that.
Okay.
That do their thing, but yeah, it's tough for them, man. It's tough. In the regional Mexican industry, for a woman, it's really, really tough. And I think the last person that did it amazingly was Jenny Rivera, and that's how long ago from her passing?
Long time.
Yeah, 2012. Like, that's, and I don't think anybody's even gotten close to that. So as far as mainstream, you know, like there's potential for sure. There's just a lot of talented people out there, and women specifically, like we're talking about. But it's tough. It's tough in this industry.
Who's some of your favorite bands, singers that inspired you, continue to inspire you?
Growing up, John Sebastian was a very big inspiration for me. The way he had to just explain himself, his feelings, like in songs, was like just. As a kid, I didn't know any of this, but growing up and like really like realizing now, like damn, like that's talent, you know, like having to write all those, like being able to write all those songs is great. So he was very huge and as inspiration for me. Los Bukis, of course, my dad. Well, always listening to like the old school stuff. Ramon Ayala, Banda Recodo, Arrolladora right now is one of my favorites. Yeah, dude, like it's just I'm a fan of everything, dude. Like a lot of these like regional Mexican artists have played a role one way or another, you know, like whether it's just one song that you know about them, but especially me, like performing all their songs, like I have to just be familiar with everybody. So like I take little bits of inspiration from everyone, you know, like. But yeah, I mean, I love banda, dude. Like that's like my one thing that I just really enjoy. And yeah, so anyone that you put on, dude, like I'm gonna be a fan of. So yeah,
yeah. And I think I asked you this last time, but when you started picking up the guitar, you were very young. But how did you, how do I say it? Because you had like a family member, right, that played guitar?
My dad, yeah.
And he inspired you to play guitar too?
Yeah, he inspired me a lot. He had a lot to do with my love for music, going with him to his practices and his gigs too and stuff like that. It's funny because now he comes to my gigs.
Yeah. He still plays?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, nice.
He does, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, sorry, Dad, but he wasn't the best teacher. He's very impatient.
It's hard when family teaches
exactly. You. So, I think that yes, like the inspiration came from him, but everything I learned was just off YouTube, being at school and stuff like that. Like like that all came. It's weird to say, but it came naturally. Like I picked up the guitar pretty quickly, I would say, compared to others. Drumming too was pretty easy. That's when I first started. The singing part was the one that got me. Like I thought that was like the most difficult thing. Like I go back and listen to videos back then, and I'm just like, ugh, like what the fuck? What was this? Like you guys told me I was good back then, like fucking liars. But
playing and singing for me is really hard,
dude.
My brain,
I can't do it.
I can't do both.
I can't do it. I once again, crazy that you bring that up. We were talking about with my current band right now. We were talking about me playing the guitar and singing at the same time, so we didn't have to look for anybody else because our guitar player left. And I tried it. And I'm just like, dude, I can't. Like, I can't. Like, I need to focus on one thing or the other. Like, I can play the guitar and do a gig just on guitar. Like, that's fine. But once you make me do both, like, I suck. And that I have a lot of respect for people that can do that and like can do both. Like that, it's such a difficult task. Like, it's crazy. I thought I would be good at it because, you know, playing drums, like, you're multitasking with your feet, with your hands, you know, always thinking ahead of what's coming up. I thought I was going to be fine, but no, it's totally different. And I don't like being restrained behind a microphone stand and not being able to go inside the crowd and interact. So I personally don't even like it just for that simple reason. But yeah, no, it's tough. It's really hard.
Because singing, it takes so much of my brain power to think of like the notes and
the lyrics.
It's like your full body too. Yeah, the lyrics. Yep. So to think about what I'm doing with my hands too and playing the right chords. Yeah, I took guitar last semester. I didn't really learn shit. Like my fingers are like thick and they're big. It was hard to get them to where I wanted them to go. Yeah. I learned chords and I know like all the strings and I can do like up an octave, down an octave. But as for like playing a song start to finish, it's tough, dude. It was hard switching so quickly and you use certain fingers to go up and then down. That was hard for me. Yeah. So I've been sticking to piano more because piano it's a lot easier.
Yeah, a lot of they say like people with like bigger hands, like piano's like always good, like you know, being able to move around the board, and people with smaller hands definitely are more successful on the guitar. So.
They had to get a special guitar for me. I think it was called like a wide guitar.
Your wide body.
It was like a wide one because so my fingers can actually fit in the frets. Yeah. Because before there was just I couldn't.
So constrained to like a little thin fret. Yeah.
I'd be touching like 3 strings at the same time with one finger. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was hard.
Yeah.
That's kind of all I had planned for you.
Cool, man.
It's already an hour. An hour flew by.
Cool, man.
We just kept talking.
Yeah, awesome.
You have any question for me? Anything you want to ask me at all?
You're from Puerto Rico. How was it seeing Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl?
Dude, I loved it.
So did I.
People like to make shit complicated. I'm like, he was hired to perform. That's what he did.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
Simple
He just was there to perform. It was cool to see my culture up there.
Mm-hmm.
And for all Latinos, we don't get to see that, especially in a stage that big.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed every single second of it. I knew every song.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was just like a big old love letter and to the island.
Yeah.
I love that he sang live, 100% live.
Mm-hmm.
Like from start to finish, that was his voice.
Yep.
And I could hear him breathing. I'm like, I'm really proud of this guy.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning of his career, he was lip syncing a lot, had like a backing track.
Yeah.
But I get it. He was always moving around, jumping around.
Yeah.
But this time, he killed it.
Yeah, it was great.
I love seeing Lady Gaga, Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
All the symbolism he had
Mm-hmm.
to represent that the island.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Just that message itself was great. I saw it live at a bar, so
Nice.
I didn't really like grasp onto it right away, like everything. But I went back the following day and I really like paid attention to everything. I'm like, wow, like that's awesome, especially for you. I thought about you, bro. I was like, damn, like I'm sure like he's very proud of that and feels probably a little bit even more of a connection to that because I mean it's someone from the island, dude, and it was great. I really enjoyed it too, and I was just like, dude, I want to ask him that.
Yeah,
that's awesome, dude.
We've all been super proud of him for many years.
Awesome.
And I love that Bad Bunny. He's always been authentic. I've seen a lot of artists that I don't want to say they're not proud of where they're from, but they don't showcase that a lot.
Exactly.
They get really lost in the fame and all that,
mm-hmm.
and they kind of stick in this kind of lane.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, you can really shine a light on your culture and your
Exactly.
people, and you can put that in your music
Yeah.
and in your art.
Yeah.
So he's always been super proud of that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, I was watching it with my mom. We made Puerto Rican food,
Nice.
and we had some friends over, some
Awesome.
family, and it was good. Yeah, I've seen it
Awesome.
like 5 times now because
Yeah. It's so good.
I've seen
It's
him
so
in
good.
concert. I've seen him in concert 2 times.
Oh, have you?
He's really
I
good.
haven't had that privilege yet, but I want to. Yeah, dude, he's great. He's great. Awesome. That was the only question I had.
Yeah, it was really good.
Awesome.
Oh
yeah.
And that's the only because I don't really watch football, so
yeah.
I only
You're like that's the only reason why I even tuned in.
that's the only thing I care about every
Yeah.
year because I don't know how you play the sport. I don't know the teams.
Yeah.
I like that it was up north too in the Bay Area. I really
That
did
was
like
cool.
that.
Yeah.
And I like that Bad Bunny with the whole thing with ICE. Like he didn't do any shows in America, which
Mm-hmm.
shows he cares about his fans. He cares
Mhm.
about the safety of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a big statement that he did,
Yeah.
and he got my respect and my love for that too,
Yep.
to care about his fans like that. So
Oh, yeah.
not a lot of artists are doing that as well.
Yeah.
So happy for him.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
All right, man. Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it, dude.
Appreciate it. After all these years,
I know it's been a long time.
yeah, this is your 3rd time, and I appreciate
Happy
all
to
the
be back
support always.
Always, man. Likewise, thank you.
Yeah. I put on my story yesterday. I'm like, I'm gonna record with my twin tomorrow, and Gabe was like, Joel. I'm like, yep.
I love that. Shout out to Gabe again. I feel like I always give him shout outs on these things.
Me too. I'll always give him a shout out. Thanks, Gabe.
Later, dude.
Thanks for listening, you guys. Really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks.